Namaste to all. Myself Gaurav from Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, Gulbarga. Today I am here to present a paper on Yakshagana's contribution to the Indian knowledge system. Yakshagana Kalayaha Udgamaha Bharatiya Adhyatmika Vidyayaha Samrakshane Prasarane cha Yogadanam. Before I start my presentation, I would like to have a gratitude note for the NITTE deemed to be university for hosting this wonderful international conference of preserving and protecting the Indian knowledge system, Bharatiya Gnana Parampara. Coming back to the paper, let's start with the abstract. Yakshagana is an art form that includes different art aspects of Indian theatre, drama, and music. Its roots are in coastal Karnataka. This particular art developed many centuries ago to share the teachings of texts like Vedas, Puranas, and Itihasas in an engaging way. It reflects a strong connection to Indian spirituality. This article explores the history of Yakshagana, its evolution, and its links to classical Indian performing arts, texts such as the Abhinaya Darpana and Natya Shastra. By looking closely, Indian performing arts, texts, and many other scriptures, it's a mix of music, dance, dialogue, and elaborate costumes. We examined how Yakshagana acts as a lively source of Hindu legends, philosophical ideas, and devotion. We shall also discuss the challenges this art form explore possible solutions to address these issues. This article investigates what Yakshagana can contribute to Indian knowledge systems. Some of the keywords in this paper are Yakshagana, Indian spirituality, Natya Shastra, Abhinaya Darpana, mythological narratives, tradition, Indian knowledge system. As the first verse from the Abhinaya Darpana says, Angikam Bhuvanam Yasya Vachikam Sarva Vangmayam Aharyam Chandra Taradi Tam Vande Satvikam Shivam. I dedicate myself to Lord Shiva, the embodiment of this universe, the essence of all communication, adorned by the moon and stars, who represents pure emotion, the origin of all expression in both dance and drama. Yakshagana, being a unique blend of art, music, literature, and theatrics, is a wonderful way of showcasing the relevance and the depth of scriptures to the audience at large. It serves as a bridge between the literary class and the common folk, conveying the deep purport of the Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and other ancient scriptures in a lively and captivating presentation. It exemplifies the Indian knowledge system's holistic and culturally rooted approach by preserving the oral tradition of rendering the scriptural truths, integrating entertainment with the spiritual teachings, empowering the artists, and enhancing community knowledge transmission. This art form has borrowed its basics and the structure of dramatics and dramaturgy from the scriptures like Bharata Muni's Natya Shastra, Abhinaya Darpana, and many other contributions. Yakshagana is essentially a folk theatre form, but we can also tell the elements of classical Sanskrit dramaturgy in some of its aspects like Purvaranga, prior to the play, the Mangala, the auspicious ending. Thus, it is clear that Yakshagana must have come under strong classical influence sometime in the past, though it has remained basically a folk performing art. Yakshagana was the popular theatrical form in the whole of Karnataka. The present popularity of Yakshagana is confined to the two coastal districts of Karnataka, Dakshina Kannada and Uttara Kannada, where also Yakshagana is popular. There are regional variations even within the form under the study here. To begin with, a brief study of the land and people of the region where Yakshagana has thrived has been made, commenting on the intimate relationship that exists between the art forms of a people and the land they inhabited. H.K. Ranganatha says, any art is born out of the interaction of various cultural influences of that place and the people. The human being is a child of the environment. The wide range of the art forms contributions can be found in the oral tradition of transmuting the knowledge and science of Bhagavata, often known as the storyteller. The process of young Yakshagana aspirant to become a Bhagavata begins under a guru who instructs the student on many aspects of the ancient art form with reference to a wide range of scriptures, all the way from Vedas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavata, Sanskrit dramas of poets like Kalidasa, Bhasa, and the rest, and many more. Voice culture, music training, Vedic learning, and study into the Dharma Shastras and Darshanas, and a deep study into the Navarasas and Natya Shastra bring about the conductive platform for the Nayaka to take the center stage to tell the story. These are some of the pictures, a typical Himmela of Yakshagana performance. The costumes used in Yakshagana are elaborate and colorful. The costume is an important part of the performance. The art of Yakshagana is deeply rooted in the Natya Shastra and observes a diverse framework of decorative and festive costumes. This art form, also known as a total theatre, combines various aspects, especially in the field of arts and crafts. Let's look at the making and the constituents of the costume. The kirita or the pagade, headgear. These are made up of light wood, often curved into elaborate shapes and are curved with golden foil, mirrors, colored glasses, and artificial stones. Kavacha or the chest armor, dhotis and jackets. Other essential elements. Getche anklets are worn to create rhythmic sounds during dance movements. A tape is worn around the lower half of the body. Decorative strings, ribbons, and fabric pieces are used to enhance the overall look. Now, coming to the main segment of my paper, the contributions of Yakshagana to the Indian knowledge system. Yakshagana as a unique and special art form curated for spreading of the philosophical thought and the epicenter of spiritual practices. The festive costumes that convey the oneness of the art with nature and a feeling of belongingness to one's roots. Yakshagana empowers people by preserving cultural heritage, fostering community engagement, and promoting social welfare and social awareness. It achieves this through its unique blend of storytelling, music, dance, and vibrant performances that dramatize epic tales and convey moral teachings. Furthermore, Yakshagana's adaptability allows it to address contemporary social issues, making it a powerful tool for education and social change. This art form, filled with rich science of nuances, techniques, skills, humor, make it a platform to contribute so much to the Indian knowledge system. Here are some areas where we can find the noteworthy venues of Yakshagana and its cultural influence. Coming to the first point, to preserve and spread the philosophical and spiritual truths. The second one, contributions to Indian literature and poetry. The third one, the rich theory of music and rhythm. The fourth, a bridge between various aspects of performing arts. The fifth, iconography and symbolism. So let's go to the first one. To preserve and spread the philosophical and spiritual truths. Right from its inception, preserving and transmitting the ancient truths, ideas, and thoughts of the Vedas, Puranas, Ramayana, and Mahabharata to the generations below. The cultural influence to the region is so deep that every household can be witnessed deeply in touch with their Yakshaganic roots. The dramatics and scenes of this wonderful art have been the platforms of a dissemination of ethical lessons, an accessible stage for conveying complex philosophical and logical thoughts, and also a base of spreading the values stuck deep in the constructed language of Sanskrit to the people of different linguistic backgrounds. This art form is deeply influenced by the Vaishnava Bhakti Sampradaya of the 15th and 16th centuries, as most of its common plays depict the Leelas and Gitas of Lord Krishna or Lord Rama. It portrays a deep bhakti in the audience. The second one, contributions to Indian literature and poetry. The compositions and songs custom made to fit the humorous repertory is the art form what is known as prabandhas or scenes or episodes, where each and every scene is a unique and significant body portraying the navarasas in a vertebral flow of song and music. The rhythmic beats of the Maddade, Chande, and Talam resonate the voice of Gayaka, that is Bhagavata, which is fit in poetic meters, that is Chandas. These poetic compositions often are in the language of Tulu, Sanskrit, and Kannada. They are often rich in literary merit and they are lyrical. This art form has been instrumental in preserving and popularizing various religion dialects and literary forms. A rich theory of music and rhythm. The songs in Yakshagana follow a wide range of compositions ranging from Vachana Sahitya, Vritta, Kavanas, and many others. This keeps the art form lively and relates to a wide range of audience. The Bhagavata has a load of enchanting ragas to impose on audience the mood and direction of the drama, whereas the slow and fast rhythms in the mridangam, maddale, and chandale bring out the spontaneity in the act. This enhances the mood and uplifts the minds of audience. The Himmela, or the troupe of background singers and musicians led by the Bhagavata, is responsible for the direction of musics of the show. In Yakshagana troupe, apart from the Bhagavata, there will be another singer. The early part of the performance, like the preliminaries or the Oddolaga, usually conducted by him. The Yakshagana music is a distinct style of music that is in many different ways, from the schools of classical music in India, Carnatic, and Hindustani. Yakshagana music bears close similarities with the musical style found in the folk and devotional songs sung in the Malnad and the coastal regions, and also with the traditional music that was played by the players of that region. Yakshagana music ceased to be an independent musical tradition but developed as a powerful theatrical medium capable of expressing the whole gamut of human emotions. Coming to the fourth point, a bridge between various aspects of performing arts. Yakshagana stands as an epitome of bringing into itself an integrated approach to Indian drama and theatre. It is a total theatre. It combines the four traditional aspects of Abhinaya, that is Angika, Vachika, Aharya, and Satvika. The types of Yakshagana styles also represents these aspects like Bayalata or the open air theatre tradition, where it gives a public performance which is highly engaging, interactive, and community centric. The most important aspect of this is the synchrony of both improvised dialogues and the music of the Bhagavata. The fifth one, iconography and symbolism. The Veshabhushana or the costume of the characters in the play are depicted in a very unique manner. Each color, makeup pattern play a key role in identifying the god, the demon, or hero, or heroine, or the side actors. The huge pagade works in the favor of recognizing the main characters from each other. Yakshagana as a total theatre. Yakshagana is also used to convey messages about health, environment, literature, and other important social issues. The performances can be tailored to address specific community needs and concerns, making them an effective tool from education and social change, and has the potential to appeal to the people through this wonderful theatre. These are some of the pictures which are depicted in the paper. Coming to the last segment of the paper, till now, we went into the details of the contributions of Yakshagana to the Indian knowledge system. These are some pictures of my visit to the place at Keremane, which is very close to Murudeshwara, and the place name is Gunuvante. I had the blessed opportunity to be part of the 21-day introductory workshop for All India theatre artists. Srimaya Kalakendra, a pillar of Yakshagana tradition, is the one and only Yakshagana Gurukula, which is recognized by UNESCO because of their authentic traditional art form and the exact style of the tradition which is still protected and which is not modernized. This is a picture from the current in charge, Sri Shivananda Hegdeji. This family has adapted the art form of Yakshagana as much as it has adapted them, have pledged their whole life and resources in enriching this wonderful and exquisite art form and parampara and teaching and learning. It is due to their efforts, zeal, and enthusiasm to propagate the rich culture of Karnataka through Yakshagana. Thus, this organization is truly one of its kind in a field where rank materialism has not seeped into the hearts, young minds, and where students can learn and think freely from the ancient scriptures. This continuous flow of knowledge from one generation to the next ensures that the nuances, techniques, and spiritual essence of Yakshagana are passed down with unwavering fidelity. These are some of the snaps of the workshop. Some of the references of this paper are here. Yakshagana, Origin and Growth, Nandikeshwara's Abhinaya Darpana, Bharatamuni's Natya Shastra, Karnataka's Cultural Pride, Karnataka's Theatral Art Form, and many such references are taken for this paper. Thanking you all for your patient listening.